Dominican Republic President Abinader just invited Donald Trump to come to the Dominican Republic this December while the two of them were together at the Pope's funeral, and from what's reported, Trump responded positively. So, is the Donald making his way down to the Dominican Republic? I'll talk all about it, including what it means on a bigger picture level in this video. The Summit of the Americas is a conference that's held every 3 years, starting in 1994. So there have been 9 of them, I think, so far. And it's essentially like a G20 summit for the Western Hemisphere. So North America, South America, and the Caribbean. Each one of these is hosted in a different place, most in the United States, but it's been in Trinidad, it's been in Chile, and other places. And this year, it was decided that Punta Cana would be the host of the Summit of the Americas, which is a big deal. Here's a little context. When Trinidad hosted this years ago in 2009, within 1 year, they increased trade with the United States by over $1.5 billion and over 20% increase because of the topic, discussion, and the agreements made during this specific event. Countries that are selected to host are selected because of the progress they've made economically and politically, and because they've become very big, viable trade partners and allies of the United States. Since this event started, the U.S. sitting president has attended each and every one of the Summit of Americas. Well, except one. In 2018, Trump sent Pence. The U.S. president coming to any country, no matter who it might be, is a big deal. But even sending his vice president would be a big deal. And maybe if Trump does come, it just shows you to the level to which he views DR as a trade partner going forward. Look, DR plays this right, and I think they are. There's a few things that they'll do and are doing. One, improving infrastructure in preparation for the summit. That improvement in infrastructure, it's there, it's long lasting for the country. I don't know exactly where the summit is being hosted. They haven't announced that yet, but the most likely potential spots are going to be the Hard Rock inside their Punta Cana International Convention Center, the Barceló Bávaro Convention Center, and the Paradisus Palma Real Convention Center are all options. Then there may be more, but those stand out. But again, the fact that it's here and the fact that you've got such a high-level crowd coming into this country is extreme validation for the Dominican Republic. Now listen, there's some that are going to hate on this as, oh my God, all it does is make things more expensive for locals, and that's not untrue. There's merit to that. But when you look at the track of countries like Vietnam and Taiwan who have gone down specifically the semiconductor industry path to build their infrastructure and build the middle class, you needed these sorts of things to happen. There's going to be imbalances that happen along the way toward becoming a developed nation. DR still has a long way to go, no doubt, but there are many developed elements here, and to have the entirety of the Western Hemisphere coming here to do this conference just proves that even further. Even more so, it proves what Punta Cana has become, a reliable, safe, centralized location within this hemisphere that even heads of state will visit for a summit like this. I always talk about from an investment standpoint, like, look where the money is going. The money is flowing into this country, and the money specifically is flowing into Punta Cana. Now, I live here in Punta Cana, but I get to see what's happening in other parts of the country. The Cabo Rojo project in the south, the Punta Bergantin project in the north, the development of Santo Domingo into a cosmopolitan, well-developed city. And along the way, you've got some incredible setbacks as well, most notably the Jet Set nightclub collapse. That calls into question construction and everything else. People get really nervous about it. Justified. That was awful. It is awful. What I'm saying is the Dominican Republic is in a moment. What do they do post Jet Set? Are construction standards elevated? What do they do on the Haitian border? Are they able to maintain and keep control of that border the way they have so far? How do they handle Haitian deportations? Are Haitians able to pay their way back into the country by just bribing officers? Those are historically the issues. And now you've got a country that's saying, hey, we've got the potential to enrich not just the elites, they'll always get theirs, but also to enrich a middle class and build something that's not been here previously. Everything is true until it's not true. Meaning people who feel like DR is the same thing it's always been 30, 40, 50 years ago through today, and all they are is corrupt, and all they are is this, and all they are is that. Your eyes aren't open to the progress. Those of you, maybe those of us that are a little too positive about Dominican Republic, our eyes are maybe as open to the stuff that's held DR back historically. We want to believe in what's happening right now. And I don't know, I think that's a better way just to live life. I'd rather believe and be cautious. So when you're talking about investing in a place like this, it's still a speculative investment. You wouldn't or shouldn't put all your money in on Bitcoin or put it all on black in Vegas. You also shouldn't put all your money into a developing nation. But boy, I bought some Bitcoin. I'll put a few bucks on black or red or whatever, and I'll buy here with a percentage of my earnings, a percentage of my net worth to get in on this market and ride it up. A lot of smart people and a lot of big enterprises are betting here. The W Hotel, the Four Seasons, the Ritz-Carlton, the St. Regis, World Emblem moving their manufacturing from China to Santiago. The United States partnering with a now Dominican-based company for rare earth elements. For those that say like, oh, but Haiti's gonna take over, Haiti's gonna, like, you really believe every head of state in the Western Hemisphere is gonna commit to coming to a conference in the Dominican Republic if there was a lack of confidence in the fact that it couldn't secure its own border? Do you believe that the travel advisory would not have been elevated from a 2, which is where DR is and most of Europe is, to a 3 like Jamaica, if there was fear over what's happening on the Haitian border? Look, there's definitely cause for concern and cause for action there. But what's not understood by many is that the Dominican Republic has proven itself as a viable, stable partner for the hemisphere. It's made progress as a potential Schengen nation passport partner. Again, DR is in its moment. We'll see what it does. We'll see what it does.